guys, so today we're going to be doing a college dance team audition makeup look. I'm going in with the Fenty primer. Going to put that all over my face. Today I'm using Fenty primer and foundation because I find that it lasts longer than any of my other foundations. And I decided to go layout yesterday, so I am tanner than I was the day before, and it's one of the only shades that matches me. I am shade 220 in Fenty Beauty. It is kind of yellow for me, but we're going to have to make it do today. I'm going in with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to buff this foundation out. I always like to use a brush first so I can evenly distribute everywhere without wasting product that would be picked up with the Beauty Blender. I'm going to make sure that it's in my hairline so that everything is seamless, since this shade doesn't really match me how I would like it to. Just really trying to make sure that this foundation is distributed all over the face. I'm going to go and put it on my eyelids again to act as a primer for my eyeshadow. Run it down my neck as well. Try to blend this as much as I can. I'm going to start concealing. First, I'm going to go in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. In this, I'm the shade Light 2.75. First, I dot it under my eyes, put it on my nose, my chin, and my forehead. Then I'll go in with Tarte Shape Tape. In this, I am the color Light Neutral. I put this on my bag since it is so heavy duty to make sure they're covered. Now I'm going to go in and blend this concealer out. Like in my last video, I always start with my chin, move to my nose, do my forehead, and I save my under eyes for last. I really don't know why I do this. I feel like my bags will disappear if I let the concealer sit there, but it's probably the opposite. But it's just something I do. Everyone does their makeup differently. I really take my time with this step to make sure all my under eye concealer is blended out. I bring it up as much as possible to kind of cut out the shape that I want my eyeshadow to go in. I do the same thing to the other side. I know a lot of people do their eyeshadow first so that there's no fallout onto their face, but for me, I can't look at a bare face with glammed eyeshadow. I just look crazy. So I always do my face first, then I go and do my eyeshadow last. So now I'm going to go in and half bake my face because I will be dancing and sweating. So I'm going to try and keep this makeup look on for as long as possible. I'm doing the same thing under my eyes, trying to keep that shape that I want for my eyeshadow. So for this pre-audition tonight, it's kind of a class before auditions in May to help us get ready for what we're expected to know and skills that we're supposed to learn. So I need to make sure I look my best and I feel my best so that I can do my best. So now I'm going to go in and bronze my face. Like I said in the last video, I do leave my powder on so that I can make sure everything gets blended out in the end and I don't bring my bronzer up too high onto my cheekbone so that it looks like it's part of my eyelid instead of where it's actually supposed to be. I do bring my bronzer all the way up into my hairline so that it's a seamless blend, not just a line on my face. So this top that is itching me is a custom-made sports bra that I made at thelineup.com. It helps you stand out during auditions, and there's so many different colors to choose from and so many different styles. Now I'm going in with blush and putting that on the apples of my cheeks so that I look awake, especially because we're going to be dancing until 8 o'clock tonight. Now I'm going to take off this translucent powder so that I don't look crazy. I do this with a clean flat top brush. So what I've been doing for the last couple nights is going through tutorials and looking at my palette and writing them down on little pieces of paper. Today I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. It's so good. Everyone needs it in their collection for sure. So we're obviously going to start with the transition shade. I don't show you, but I'm using the first row, the third and fourth shade from the left. Now I'm going to put this in my crease with a fluffy brush. I lost the little insert that has the names of the shadows on them, so I'm very sorry. But if you have the palette and you look at it, we're going from left to right. Now I realize that I haven't shown you guys. So the second shade I'm going in is the second row, the second and third shade. And I'm going to put this in my crease as well and blend that out with the same fluffy brush. These shadows are so pigmented and very creamy and go on like butter. I love using these shadows, and I put this palette away for a little bit, but now I brought it back out and I'm thankful. We're going in now on the third row, the fourth shade from the left, putting that in the crease as well. Guys, I need some Botox up in my forehead. Look at all those wrinkles. What the heck? Now for the lid, we're going in to the seventh shade on the second row. Of course, gotta spray Fix Plus on the brush. I'm going to kind of do a cut crease, but like not. So now I'm going to go in and cut it out, kind of. Then pack it all over the lid. This is a beautiful gold shimmer shade, and I thought it was a very appropriate color, being that one of my university colors is gold and the other being green, which is coincidentally the same colors as my high school. Another funny coincidence about my university and my high school is that the mascot at my high school was a buffalo, and now my university mascot is a bull. So, crazy enough, just growing up with the same colors and practically the same mascot. But it was nice for my parents, especially my mom, because she bought all green and gold things and now she doesn't have to get rid of them. Now going in on the fourth row, sixth shade, putting that in my crease as well, just to bring back the color, since I kind of cut it out while doing the gold. It's looking a little crazy, but now we're going to go in on the third row, the sixth shade, and put that into the crease. This color is so gorgeous. It's a mauve brown color. I try and incorporate this color into most of my looks. Now we're going to go in and do the lower lash line. The brush that I'm grabbing is on the other end of the Modern Renaissance palette brush. It's like really tightly packed, so I'm going to use the third and fourth row, the sixth shade on both of those, and run that under my lower lash line. I love how in tutorials, after they put the lower lash line on, just the whole look comes together, because it brings both the lower part of the eye and the upper part of the eye that they just glammed together. So I never miss that step. Going in on the bottom with one of my two favorite shades from this palette, I go all the way down to the fifth row, use the third and fourth shade. There's a glittery green and then a forest green color. So now incorporating the green for my school. Taking these two shades and running them on the outer V, and then also blending them into the crease as well. The brush I'm using to do this is another tightly compact brush that can get in the crease, but it's still able to move product around the way that it needs to. I'm going to go in now with a fluffy brush and just blend everything together. I love these colors together, and it just helps me show some school spirit while doing pre-auditions. Now I'm going to go in to the black in the palette and use an angled brush just to do like a faux eyeliner look, because eyeliner with my eyelash extensions don't really mix very well. Of course, gonna do the other side as well, and then I'm going to go into the lower lash line and do that as well, just to darken up that area to make it look like I have mascara on under there as well. These pre-audition classes are extremely helpful since I haven't danced in almost over 2 years now. Everything does hurt afterwards, but so now I'm gonna go in with the Honey Lip Scrub from Lush, like I did in the last video as well, and just get the excess concealer and foundation off my lips so that I have a clean base to apply my lip liner and my lipstick. Now I'm just going to take my Benefit eyebrow pencil and run through my eyebrows. Today I'm doing my routine so out of order, but now I'm going to go in and highlight my brow bone and do my inner corners. I never forget to highlight my brow bone or do my inner corners because I feel like it just makes the look 100 times better. I always feel like you need that extra glow while you're dancing, so when you're turning and jumping, when the light hits a certain way, you just shine even brighter. That was honestly so cheesy. Now I'm going to go back in with my Benefit eyebrow pencil to fill in my brows. Eyebrows are so weird if you think about them, but I mean, I guess we're so used to them that it's not awkward to think about, but like, I don't know, like that's such a weird place for hair to grow out of. And like, we pay money to get them waxed or threaded. Like, I don't know, I guess we do the same with the hair on our head, but like, those are so little and grow out of your face, like what? I've gotten my eyebrows waxed my entire life, so let me know if you got your eyebrows threaded. I heard it hurts so bad, but it always turns out so good. Now I'm going to go in and line my lips. This is just a MAC lip liner. I'm not sure the color of it, but I literally use it before any lipstick I put on. It's just a neutral color, matches my lips. I do overline a little bit. So I do this weird technique, I guess you can call it, while I'm doing my lip liner. I go and I put an X in the middle of my top lip like I'm doing right now, and then I'll put little lines on the side, then I'll put lines on the bottom of my lip, and then fill in the center of my lip, rub them together. I don't know why I do that. I guess it just makes them look bigger. Now I'm going to take MAC lipstick in the color Whirl, of course, one of the most popular colors, and then just apply that to my lips. I love dark lipsticks. I feel like they're so flattering on the skin. I went outside the lines a little bit, but I'm going to rub them together, and then I'll grab a makeup wipe and wipe that little bit off. I love MAC lipsticks. They go on so smooth, but like any other lipstick would, they do like come off the lips very easily. But now I'm going to go in and grab this Stila putty highlighter in the shade Kitten. Just do a little bit of glow on my cheekbones, and then I'll go on my nose, of course, and my Cupid's bow. Now I'll put some on my chin, and then just the highlights of my forehead. And that's pretty much it. Bye guys. Mwah.